Good Sunday morning and welcome. Uh Midnight Rider.
Go ahead.
Oh, you
I
sure?
think I'm on
Because
delay.
you little delayed there. Welcome to another edition of the Sunday Rise with the gentleman Jack, the Midnight Rider, and myself, the big guy KG. The boss BJ is on special assignment, but he will be joining us shortly. Gentlemen, how are you feeling? Uh-oh.
I'm doing good. I'm not sure Midnight Rider doing too swell, but he'll be all right. He's straightened out.
Yeah, he looked like he froze. He froze in the pose.
Mm-hmm. Free tag.
You good now? Give me
I
something.
think I'm good. Can you hear me now?
Okay. Because you moving like the Matrix.
Shucks. All right. No, I think I'm good now.
You
All right.
got
How you
upgrade
feeling, man?
that.
I'm good, man. How about you guys, man? It's Sunday. The Commanders play the Ravens. It's the battle of the Beltways. It's the supremacy. It's the crab cake versus the mumbo sauce. It's go versus house. I don't know what else it is. It's gonna be a
I
good ball
don't.
game.
We'll get into it, but I don't like Battle of the Beltway.
I do.
I don't
I
either,
like
but
Battle of
I just
295
said
better.
this. Okay, it's provocative. It keeps the people coming.
Yeah, you're right, though. 295. You're right, though. The Beltway don't go to Baltimore.
So,
That's a hell of a
Right?
throw.
The Beltway is
Oh,
considered 495.
and their Beltway is 695.
Correct. And Parkway runs to both.
Yep.
So Baltimore Washington Parkway battle. It's just the
See,
battle of Maryland, man. I mean, I know
20-3.
Washington. Oh, that's right. We got ball game on this morning too, don't we? I'm too busy.
Quick
Chicago's up.
update. Quick update. Caleb Williams with a nice touchdown pass to Keenan Allen. Score is now 20-3. They're waiting for the extra point. And the snapper on the extra point is Cole Kmet from the University of Notre Dame. He's their long snapper because the long snapper got hurt early in the game. So he's the emergency guy. So now it's 21-3.
All right. Switching sports real quick. The baseball championship series games are set. Today at 8:15, the Mets take on the Los Angeles Dodgers in LA for game one. The Guardians wound up winning 7-3 yesterday to beat the Tigers to move on to the ALCS. And I believe that, let me see when that starts. Do I have a time when that starts? That starts tomorrow at 7:38 in New York. So, Maddie, if you out there, no hard feelings, man, but we got to take you down.
I got to go back home now.
Cardell Montague says they've been calling it the Battle of the Beltway for years. Yeah, and it's always been incorrect. Ever since they started calling, I'm like, no, it's the Battle of 295.
Mm-hmm.
It's not
I
the
mean,
Battle of the Beltway.
both areas have beltways. It is
Every
connected.
metropolis has a
Who
Beltway.
cares?
It's the Mark Train series,
I like that.
not the Subway series. The Mark Train.
I like that.
All right, let's talk about this baseball, man. Yankees and the Guardians, as I like to call them, the Indians, because they always be the Indians to me.
Mm.
I'm gonna go back to my picks now. I don't know if Jack, you did your bracket,
No.
but I got Cleveland going to the World Series and actually since 1968.
Wow.
So or whatever it was, 58. But yeah, so I think Cleveland takes out the Yanks, and I think the Mets may keep their magical run going because I don't know what it is, but it's feeling. I keep saying it, KG. It feels like 2019. They got like that whole 2019 Nats vibe going, man.
Mets can't beat the Dodgers.
Okay.
In 7. In a 7-game series, the Mets will not beat the Dodgers. Money on it.
I only bet Vegas.
Blue Magic guarantee.
Woo! Okay, here we go. Oh, we got
Too strong.
Blue Magic guarantee.
Blue Magic guarantee. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Blue Magic guarantee. Dodgers beat the Mets.
Wait, let me get a 3x5 card.
Get it drawn up. I'm 0 for 1 on Blue Magic, but I'm getting ready to change that. I didn't know what it was when I did it before.
Jeez.
Dodgers too strong, baby. Yeah, they too strong 1 through 9, man. Too strong. Pitching is all back, healthy. Mets can't beat no Dodgers. Now the Guardians might be able to get a Dodgers a go. But I think it's the Dodgers series to win, man.
Okay. Hey, we got the Blue Magic on the line, baby.
Mm-hmm.
And ladies and gentlemen, the Blue Magic guarantee is something that it's a brand. You stand behind that shit. And Jack is standing behind this pick. I'm not mad at it. I ain't mad at it. On the other side, you got Guardians, Yankees. I'm gonna be honest with you, and this is take my fandom of the Yankees out, and I'm gonna say this: the Guardians got a hell of a chance to beat the Yankees. I'll talk until I'm blue in the face. Do I believe it? Not really, because the Yankees have a habit of collapsing in the ALCS over the last few years. It's like they'll get there and then all of a sudden they'll win game 1 and then they don't show up for the rest of the games. So
let's go.
This could go either way. But I want to see the Yankees win it. And do I want to? I would love the Yankees and the Dodgers. I mean, you got East Coast versus West Coast. But if we get a Yankees Mets World Series, Subway Series for World Series, oh man, I know it's a lot of people that ain't gonna talk to me during that. I'm gonna be insufferable. Just want to let you know that.
Okay.
See it happening.
Cardell says we ain't been thinking that hard. LOL when we talk about the Beltway Series.
Shout out to my cousin, man. He hit me up this morning, asked me what I was doing for the games, man. I gotta get up with him, but thanks for the invite today too. And then he said he's gonna jump in. He right here in the beginning. Gotta love
what
it,
up,
man.
cuz?
What's happening?
And the funny thing is, I didn't know he was my cousin until my dad came up to Carroll by my junior year, and his dad was my teacher, and they just so happened to see each other in the hallway, and they just started connecting the dots on the family tree. And he was like, "Yeah, we cousins." I was like, "Huh?" He's like, "Yeah, that's your cousin." I was like, "Oh, okay." My dad used to always do that. He'll just be like, "Yeah, that's your cousin." I'll be like, "Oh, all right." Even to the point where if I could tell by his tone, if he called me over to meet somebody, I was like, "Uh-oh, this person must be my cousin." Watch. So yeah, man.
Next up.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. College football. A lot of good games yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Any scores that really stood out to you guys? Outside of K-State, Colorado, that was a close game. 31-28 K-State.
That's actually a big game for them, the way that Colorado played, because I didn't think they could stand up to the big boys. I thought they would struggle with the tougher part of their schedule, but I think they came out and showed. I think Shedeur showed his moxie, his brand. I think I'm almost ready to go back to my my list, but I'm not ready yet.
Oh yeah,
I'm not ready yet.
I'm listening.
I might be one more week away from the list being ready. I'm putting it like gumbo this year.
Well, you heard them announcers. If you watched that Colorado game, you heard them announcers sounding just like your boy Jack Carr here.
I hope not.
top quarterback in the draft, all that. I'm telling you,
he gonna have
Shedeur
that.
Sanders is a bad boy. What, he missed 5 passes the whole game yesterday?
Yeah, but the fifth one hurt because that was the one
It did.
Keep the ball game going.
It did. It was tough. I mean, the boy running for his life a lot. He can throw off the run, incredibly accurate. I tell you, Sanders going to be nice in the NFL. Watch.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Yeah, but y'all got a lot of dudes ahead of them. I'm telling you, they're not.
No. All right, so there's two theories or two worlds for me. There's a college football world that talks him up because he's definitely top 3 of the quarterbacks in this class. Of my list is a personal thing. And my list
you didn't
I did have him on the list, Jack.
But you didn't give him no dap at all.
I did give him dap early, Jack, and I took him off the list. Yes, I did. If you go back to the original list, he's on it. Actually, I can look up here and see if it's on one of these pieces of paper on my desk. But I gave him love early, and I said after week 2 that I was going to take him off because his line can't protect him. That's the only reason he dropped off my list.
What's his line got to do with this game, man? He still performs.
He's not going to get a chance to shine if his line don't keep him upright. You can't complete passes from your back.
I'm telling you, you're going to see him playing the way he's playing with this Colorado team. He probably going to have that same bullshit line when he gets to the NFL because the team that sucks is going to draft him. So he's going to continue running for a little while. But I'm telling you, that boy Shedeur Sanders gets in the NFL with a solid NFL line. He's going to be a very, very nice quarterback in this league. Bet. Man, I'm about ready to just throw guarantees all over the place this morning.
Uh-oh.
No. Relax.
But the game that stood out to me was Alabama, South Carolina. It's just something about South Carolina. I'm going to start calling South Carolina the Big Luther curl, where it just don't curl right. Like it just won't curl. That's what South Carolina is. They just don't win big ball games. It's like they got all the material. They got Nichols Harbor, the young kid from Archbishop Carroll High School, one of the fastest men in the country. It's just like their offense. It's just something about their offense that's not clicking right now, and I don't know what it is. But they have the talent. Like if you watch the draft every year, South Carolina has players going into the draft, and it's just amazing the numbers they have of guys that are in the league. But for some reason, they just can't win big ball games.
Well, and that game almost wound up as a tie game because the interception at the end, and he ran into the end zone and came back. He ran into the end zone, was getting ready to take a knee, and he ran back out. That would have tied the game up. That was smart. That was a high IQ play.
Mm-hmm. And
Cordell says, all day, fam. Got to support y'all. We appreciate the support.
Mm-hmm.
And Notre Dame crushed Stanford. Yes, they did.
Yeah. They got a shillelagh.
Jack says Shedeur going to the Cowboys. I believe that too. Green and gold. Damn right.
You don't know about that, KG. You don't know about that green and gold, baby.
Damn right.
Hey, remember, everything in the jungle. But there's one king of the jungle, and that's the lion, baby. Just remember that. Remember that. Hold on. Before we get moving on.
No, I'm not moving on.
I've been holding this back. But I got to talk about these goddamn Maryland Terps. And I'm not talking about the ones that finished number 2 in the country in the greatest fictitious league of all time in our dynasty league. I'm talking about the Maryland Terrapins at College Park. How do you have Northwestern come to your house, open your fridge, drag the mud all over your carpet, and beat the brakes off of you? There is no way Maryland should have lost to Northwestern. I keep telling people Maryland should win 9 games a year, even if no matter what their Big Ten schedule looks like, because they are better than most teams they play. They give themselves 3 wins to start most of the time. And for some reason, they just can't win another 6 outside when they get to their regular schedule. And it's not because they're just losing to Ohio State, Michigan, They lost to Michigan State this year. Michigan State? Michigan State ain't been relevant the last 2-3 years. They lose to Northwestern.
Northwestern's even worse.
Team, but Northwestern shouldn't come in here and beat you by 2 scores. I'm sorry. Now, if they lost by 1 and it was late, yeah, I get it. But 2 scores to Northwestern, that's garbage.
I agree. They came in there and just shit on their home on a Friday night game too. Boy, that place was amped.
Yeah.
Me and my wife was watching the game, and I'm like, damn, baby, we would have been here 30 years ago when we was tailgating. That place was electric, man, fired up. And I've been in that atmosphere many times at College Park before. I couldn't believe they just rolled over and shit the bed, man. That's basically what they did. Because Northwestern pulled out 14-0 on them from jump?
Yeah. It was ugly to begin with.
Yeah, it was ugly. The offense wasn't gelling. It was terrible. And when you're done with that, you done with the Maryland game?
No, because I gotta. Why is KG talking and not making any?
Because he on the mute.
Because the mute button always wins. I got to get a mute the win every week.
We need a big red light to let you know you on mute. Because you the mute king, bro. But yeah, Maryland. Like I said, they screwed up my parlays all over the place there, man. I don't know how many bets got crashed because I thought that was a gimme. I thought that was a gimme win.
Well, since we take it to the bets, the only bet I did not hit on was what's the running back? Hemby. I had him like 40 yards rushing and a touchdown. He had 28 yards and no touchdowns. They
were forcing the ball to him, it seemed, in the passing game. I mean, they had him running every route there was. He was running posts, wheels, screens. He's a running back. He's a running back. They got some decent receivers. I don't know why they were trying to force the ball to him be in the air so much yesterday, I thought. But they played terrible. Defense looked like crap. I'm not saying they're a top defense, but this, like you said, this Northwestern, they're not that good. And Maryland should have beat them by 3 touchdowns. Exactly. I think they was favored by 14, weren't they? 12, 14?
I don't remember what the line was, but
it was double digits.
This didn't make sense.
No.
And go ahead, Jack. I want you to finish your point because I'm about to go to another game.
Yeah, no, I couldn't believe that happened. Yeah, I want to talk about another game myself too. Go ahead and do yours.
I think you're going to say the game, so go ahead, Jack. I'm going to trust you.
You're going to trust me because you know. Well, I wanted to say, first of all, 7 of the top 25 games went down to 3 points or less yesterday. That's some good football to be watching right there with 7 games decided by 3 points or less. The game I'm talking about is the Ohio State-Oregon game. I mean, that was a great game to watch. Shame it had to end the way it did, but somebody's got to win and somebody's got to lose. Both quarterbacks threw for almost 350 yards. It was sick. It was a great game. Great offensive game. Your boy Dylan Gabriel, 23 of 34, 341 with 2 touchdowns. He was looking fat. Howard, same thing, 28 of 35, 326. The rushing games, it was just a good offensive game all around. I enjoy watching Ohio State play. I hate saying that because I don't like them Buckeyes, boy. But what'd you think about the game in that, Ron?
Hey, Will Howard, man. The bad play. I mean, for that game to be that good and to end like that was just it was a little disappointing. But I think he played better than I thought. I will put him above JT Barrett. So Boone, when we started talking, he's okay. But I still think you could have done better. I think they should have done better, but great ball game. My only issue was just when it came down the end, Oregon made a great, smart decision to put the 12 people on the field late, and they actually ran the time off the clock because you don't have to reset the clock or anything. They stole about 3 or 4 seconds, and those 3 or 4 seconds came into play at the very end. Real simple.
Yeah, as soon as I saw him take off with that ball on that last play, I think it was 6 seconds before the snap, There was enough time for a quick slant, maybe 15 yards. He needed 15 or 20 to try to get close to the field goal range. But as soon as I saw him tuck and run, I knew he wasn't going to get down in time. And, yeah, he slid almost right as the clock went to 0. So that was just a tough play, tough game. Everybody left it all on the field. That was one of my favorite games of the day yesterday.
I'll say this. Top 25 was topsy-turvy yesterday because number 16 Utah goes down to Arizona State.
Great game.
Daggone 23 Illinois barely gets past Purdue 59-40 50 to 40, 49 in OT.
Mm-hmm.
Ole Miss, your boys, goes down 29-26 to LSU.
That's a big game for that too, because now
it was.
I think LSU doesn't have they may have like Alabama, or they have like one other big game left on their schedule. So LSU, if they can just hold serve, they're gonna be right there in the mix for one of those top 12 playoff bids.
Well, go ahead, Jack.
No, sir, you continue.
No, that shakeup at the top with Ohio State losing, they're not going to fall for. I think Ohio State might fall to 6 or 7. They're not going to fall out of the top 12. So, but you got a lot of shakeup in the top 25. It's going to be some movement.
Well, this is the best year. Go ahead, Jack. I'm sorry.
I think it's not going to be that much movement. I mean, the games that were lost were close against top-ranked teams. I mean, I like seeing ranked team playing ranked team, man. I always tune in for a game like that. Usually don't let you down. And what you laughing at, fool?
Matty Ice. He all done the ice.
Okay. Beautiful voices. Thank you, Maddie.
Appreciate that.
But speaking of Arizona State, and I know Midnight Rider's going to give us an update on his boy down there in Boise. But that boy number 4 for Arizona State, I don't know how they say his name, Skatbo, Skattebo.
You got it, dog.
Cameron. His first name's Cameron. He had a hell of a ball game yesterday. When that boy hits holes, it was just like you mentioned the other day when we was talking about the Clinton Portis, Steven Jackson stuff in your end zone seats. When that boy hits that hole, it's like a jitterbug. Pew! He just gone. I like him, man. He's nice. And I think, but your boy over there, Boise, I know he had an excellent game last night, didn't he? Tell us what your boy at Boise State did last night, Midnight Rider.
217, 1 touchdown, 3 receptions, 20 yards, and another touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
If this kid isn't in New York in a suit, and they talk about him for the Heisman, if that doesn't happen, this is highway robbery.
They said on the announcers on the game yesterday said he's the leader in the Heisman race. I haven't seen. Usually Heisman race comes out pretty strong about week 6, 7.
Right.
But he should be. He really should be with the numbers. He's already got 1,000 yards, 15. He's got like 1,200 yards in 6 games.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't care who they say he's playing. I mean, people always gonna say, "Oh, it's Boise State, not Alabama, not Texas," but whoever. What's his name again? Midnight Rider.
Ashton Gentry.
Gentry. Yeah, I think you definitely gonna see that boy playing on Sunday.
I'm sorry, Genty. Jeanty.
Somebody said that he in the backfield, he look like Michael Myers.
Oh, because he's staying straight up. He doesn't
really stand straight up and just look, and then all of a sudden,
yeah. Well, he got to stand straight up so he can see over the line.
Jack, I know you're gonna love this.
What? Jackson Dart, number one?
No. My guy, the guy I was talking early, Nico, it's something missing with this kid. I still like his potential, but I think somebody, I don't know if it was you or if it was Pete Medhurst, who said he's like a year away. And last night I saw it. Like I watched a bit of the Tennessee-Florida game. If you don't know about DJ Lagway yet, good God Almighty, Florida got them one. They just gotta turn the keys over to him. That kid's gonna be nice. He's gonna be real nice when he gets settled in. There was somebody else I wanted to talk about. Go ahead, Jack. I'm sorry.
Somebody else.
I'm trying to think who else.
Riley Leonard.
No. I don't talk about bad quarterbacks.
Talking about quarterbacks.
Oh, my guy came back yesterday, Mr. Quinn Ewers.
Oh yeah, Quinn did come
for
back.
199 and a touchdown. I'm
He
just glad
looked
to
off.
be back. Huh?
He looked off yesterday. His touch wasn't there.
Right, and it's because he's been off. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if he's on way back. What was he out for? A hand injury?
I thought it was an oblique.
Oh yes, you're right. But on the right side though.
Right.
And his touch just didn't look good. He missed a lot of open, close passes, especially early in the game. And I
think they're the best team in the country.
They are
all around. Whether it's he playing, I think they fall back to the pack a little bit if Arch is playing, but it ain't that far.
They could be at the top with their third string quarterback, man. They trump tight.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna be tough to beat.
Totally agree, man.
Mm-hmm.
Totally agree. Anybody else you can think of in the Clint is nice. Who's Clint?
Ewers.
Quinn.
Quinn. His name Quinn. JC. J-Dub. What the boy at Clemson do yesterday?
All right, Clemson quarterbacks don't matter.
He ain't do nothing. I was just looking at the game.
Clemson had a run of quarterbacks for a second when they had what was it? Woody Dantzler.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Stop yourself,
dude. That's a while ago.
Stop yourself.
Jesus Christ! I thought
you didn't like Woody Dantzler.
I mean,
look, if you said Taj Boyd, I'd been okay. But you going before him? No.
You didn't like Woody Dantzler?
No.
Oh my God.
I didn't like the simple fact that they changed his position in the NFL. You know, they never gave him a chance.
He was a 5'10" quarterback, 5'8" in the traditional NFL.
Your point being?
It's not this NFL. He's not a quarterback. Sorry.
Okay.
And that Texas game, man, I was praying it would have been closer, you know, because I enjoyed. That's a rivalry game, fellas. Red River rivalry. I don't know if they play for a shillelagh, shenanay, or a turtle out of the river. I'm not sure. But they you know, I was hoping it'd be a closer game. It usually is, no matter what they're ranked, if ranked. I've been in Dallas.
The only problem is Oklahoma doesn't have a quarterback, and that's the issue.
True. That freshman did the best he could, but I've been in Dallas for this game twice. It's really exciting. I have never been to the game live, but you watch it any bar in Dallas, it's almost like being live. It's an amazing experience. You get the blow you and the tuck fexus. It's crazy all the stuff they say down there. But Texas did what a number one team should do, and they stood up and put 34 on the board, and that was enough to win by far.
Any final thoughts? All right, let's go to the next thing.
Yeah, nobody talks about that. They play for a gold cowboy hat.
Well, okay, at least that's something I know what it is. It's a cowboy hat, not some hammer. Or some
Lately, Jack.
Or some weapon. What the fuck you
call
it? An Irish weapon?
Yes.
Ireland war weapon. A war weapon with jewels on it, bejeweled out. Got it bedazzled.
Man, ladies and gentlemen, we get ready to jump into the NFL. It's time for The Boss Says.
Boss B, good morning. Welcome to the Sunday Rise, presented to you by the Sideline Junkies. Good morning, fellas. Big Guy KG, the Midnight Rider, and the Gentleman Jack. Good morning to you all. Real quick, let's get to these games. Packers, Cardinals. I got to remember them all from memory. Packers, Cardinals. Give me the Packers to cover. I'm going to say it's going to be a 31-13 type game. I don't see the Cardinals sticking with them. Buccaneers, Saints, give me Baker Mayfield and the Bucks to edge out the struggling Saints right now. Speaking of that, I need to go in and rearrange some fantasy people because I got some Saints on there. But give me the Packers 34-13. What else we got? We got Lions, Cowboys. Give me the Lions. I think they go to Dallas, but give me the Lions. I think it's going to be one of those games where Dallas mounts a comeback late, which is not going to matter. The Lions are already going to have this kind of taken care of. Give me 34-24. What else we got on the docket? There's something I'm forgetting. But let me go to the Bills and the Jets, two struggling teams. And I think this is going to be one of those things where Josh Allen's going to have to pass to Josh Allen, hand off to Josh Allen, and throw to Josh Allen to get the struggling Bills over the struggling Jets, barely. And I think this is going to be a probably 17-13 game, 17-10. There's not going to be a lot of offense here. The Jets still really have a really good defense, but they're struggling on offense with A-Rod and firing their coach, so they got a lot going on also. The game of today, Battle of the Beltway in Baltimore, give me the Washington Commanders and Jaden Daniels. I think this is going to be a hell of a show versus Lamar Jackson and King Henry and the Ravens. This is going to be a hell of a game. Sit back, get your snacks, your drinks, whatever you're going to get for this game. This is going to be it. What surprised me is that the Ravens are, I think they're 5.5 or 6 point favorites at home, which is a lot considering the Commanders' offense is probably one of the best in the league, most efficient. But I'm going to take the Commanders today, and I'm going to say it's going to be a high-scoring game. It's going to go over the over, which I think is 51.5. So give me that. I say close game, 38-24, 41-34 type game. Something has to happen at the last minute. But give me Jaden Daniels and the Commanders to come out of Baltimore and be, what are they going to be, 4-1, 5-1? Whatever they are. They're still going to be number one in the NFC East. As you see behind me, Hella Hunt Motors. Can't give you the location. We got some deals. I can't tell you what they are. Now, if you have issues with that, you have to take that up with the CEO, the Big Guy KG. We don't give out the location. We don't show you the deal. If you happen to stumble upon this, if you fall down a rabbit hole and you're here, we can help you. We can help you drive off the lot with something. So that's all I got. Boss B, Sideline Junkie, Sunday Rise. Y'all fellas, enjoy the rest of y'all show.
Well,
God, I love it when somebody announces their show name in the intro of what they're doing. I tell you, baby, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Oh, man. And go back real quick. I think Jack Wagner was talking about Clint Kubnik, not Quinn Ewers. So I think that's where he was talking about Clint. Yeah.
Okay.
That's the quarterback at Clemson, the kid that took over. Clemson's 10. So we'll see. It's going to be interesting how this plays out because they can. Dabo's got enough talent there that they can be something. They can be special because the ACC doesn't have anything else. Miami has two miracles in their back pocket, so we'll see. Sorry, guys, didn't mean to pigeonhole that in there, but wanted to make sure Jack was right.
All right, let's get to our 5-pack. What you call it? The nickel.
The nickel, baby.
The nickel.
The nickel.
Cowboys versus Lions. Lions are 3-point favorites. Over under is 52.5. Jack, take it away.
Well, Detroit, man. I like the way Detroit's playing right now. And Dallas, they looking solid. That's a high over-under at 52.5. But I'm going to go with it. I'm going to take Detroit in the over. I like it. I just think Dallas due for a little blunder. I mean, J-Dub, I went with your boys last week, and they won. But I can't go with them this week, son. Detroit and the over.
Oh,
Midnight Route.
All right. First and foremost, an update from London. Caleb Williams throws another touchdown. I think this is his third of the day to Keenan Allen. Scores 28-10.
3? Wow.
On the kickoff return, Tank Bigsby fumbles, but it looks like Jacksonville was able to fall on it. So they just saved their bacon. So 28-10. We're in the third quarter towards the end of the quarter. So we'll see what happens from there. Now to my pick. Cowboys versus the Lions. -3. Over under 52.5. I'm always dancing with Dan Campbell. We biting kneecaps off, baby. You know what I'm saying? Strong. I think they're going to come out and try to punish the Cowboys because the Cowboys can't stop the run. I think you're going to see a lot of David Montgomery. You're going to see a lot of Jahmyr Gibbs. KG, you remember that name, right? Jahmyr Gibbs.
Of course I do.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
Jahmyr Gibbs. We talked about him a little bit in our pre-draft process. But yeah, Jahmyr Gibbs is going to have a big day. I think this is going to be a beautiful game. I think this is going to be a situation where if the Cowboys can't stand tall against the run, they're going to be in for a long day because Detroit has a situation where they like to come out in with 6 linemen and punish you with the football and run it down your throats. If there's a pause that needs to be said there, then please apply the pause. But yeah. Go ahead, KJ.
In this game right here, I got to look at it overall. Cowboys will figure out a way to win this game. Show that they are real. So I'll say that.
Just in case you didn't get it, I got Lions and I got the over. I know Jack writes some of this stuff down, so
I do, and I missed it. What do you got there?
Lions and the over.
And KG?
I'm taking the Cowboys and the under.
Thank you,
Jack,
sir.
Jack Wagner has the same thing.
What you got, Jay?
Jack got Cowboys and the under.
Okay.
And he said, Cowboys defense, stand up. Caleb Williams has 3 touchdowns. That's amazing in itself.
Yeah.
Nah, he been slinging a rock, dog. This is the kid. Like, I think today he's showing you his ceiling. And that ceiling is very high. He's been getting the football out on time. He's had a couple of plays where he's tried to do his dance.
Oh. Huh? He's got 4 touchdowns.
Okay.
No, I said 3. He's got 4. Damn.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because he got 2 to Kmet, 2 to Keenan Allen. Yeah.
But what's funny, he's got 20 completions and 183 yards.
Yeah, we gotta get it up to 225.
Duncan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Caleb is playing good.
Yeah, I need 250.
We need to get him to 225.
Next up, Saints versus Buccaneers. Buccaneers 3.5-point favorites. Over under 42.5. Jack, take it away.
Tampa Bay. I don't know about this one. This one here gonna be something. But Baker Mayfield, he's my fantasy quarterback, so I need him to ball out. And New Orleans is since that's 2-0 start, they kind of face planted. So defense a little bit all over the place. Derek Carr, I have not heard. Is he out today, guys?
Yes, he is. Spencer Rattler starting.
That's right. Spencer Rattler, the bum from Quarterback High School. What was that show called? What was that show called where you followed them quarterbacks?
I know exactly what you're talking about. I forget the name of it.
Well, it wasn't Last Chance, was it?
No, it wasn't Last
Chance.
That's
a different one.
It was like QB something. So the year he was on it, I think it was him,
Sam
Hartman,
Jake Fromm, I believe was on it.
No, it was Justin Fields.
Jake Fromm from Georgia was on there one time too when he was at Bosco, maybe in Vegas.
I don't remember him at all. I must have missed that year. But I remember there was Justin Fields, Spencer Rattler, Hartman, and there was a kid that was a Mississippi kid that struggled and just fell off the face of the earth as the fourth. Of course, Hartman's did 5 years and is here in Washington as on the practice squad. Fields, of course, got drafted. But Rattler's rap on that show was that was all show. That was all production.
Yeah, I admit. I agree. But it's still.
But I think, and I think I said this in our pre-show, I thought he was going to be starting at some point this year for the Saints because I just think Derek Carr is at that spot where his body it's not reliable. He's taking enough hits and a lot of hits early on that I think it's a struggle for him. And I think we're at a point now with the Bucs that the Bucs are consistent. And Todd Bowles and his defense, they just get after it and they make you pay. And I think that this is a game where we get another good week from Baker. And I think what the NFL is starting to show you is if you have a good coordinator and he does things that your quarterback likes, you're going to have success. If you still got one of these old, rigid OCs that believe in their 200-page playbook, and it's got to be my way or the highway, then your team is going to struggle. If you got Luke Getsy as your OC, you're going to struggle because he's god-awful.
Well,
if you got Nathaniel Hackett as your coordinator, you're going to struggle because he's god-awful.
Well, I don't believe in Spencer Rattler's skills. I pick him to have 2 picks today. I pick Tampa Bay to win easily. It's going to be an under because New Orleans ain't going to score enough points. So I go Tampa Bay in the under.
I'm going to stay right there with you. I don't know if the kid throws 2 picks only because he's a big arm kid. I believe that the way this team is set up, I think as long as Taysom Hill's healthy, they're going to take some things off his plate. If this kid throws for 190 yards today, I'll be surprised. I think he's going to be right around 150. I think he's going to throw enough stuff to Kamara out of the backfield. Jack, the kid's better than you think. I think he just had 2 bad situations. And he didn't have much with him in Carolina.
In college.
He was in Oklahoma, then unfortunately,
then South Carolina, then where else? I mean, he just bounced around, man.
He bounced around twice. He only transferred once.
Rattler sucks.
Okay.
Watch.
Like I said, he's not going to throw for a bunch of yards because they're not going to put the ball in his hands.
He's not going to do enough that you want. So I pray you ain't picking New Orleans to win.
If you were listening, I said the Bucs. I'm going with you. I'm going Bucs and the under. I don't know what we're doing here.
Messing with the Midnight Rider. That's what we're doing here.
Jack Wagner said Mike Evans is balling, and Chicago scores again 35-10 over Jacksonville.
Damn. Thanks, Jack, for the update.
Matty Ice said I'll drink to that. Jack Wagner said I liked him when he was at South Carolina.
Because you live in South Carolina. That's why.
I'm gonna take the Buccaneers in this one. Without Derek Carr, unless they really run some trickeration and they able to get Taysom Hill going, Because that's who I'd be starting in this game.
Mm-hmm.
Because you start Taysom Hill.
No.
He's already got experience with the squad.
Right. And number one, he can run and he can pass.
Suck.
Oh my
you don't know
God, what are we doing here, people? What are we doing?
Come on, man.
We're talking about Taysom Hill. No, Taysom Hill is in the right role. This is why I said the kid's going to have 150 yards passing, because you will do some trickeration. You will run a play with Taysom Hill, either on a reverse and he throws it, or he's going to do his thing where he goes into the Wildcat. I'm not denying all that. That's the whole reason. But him starting, hell to the no. Sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. But give me the Buccaneers in this one. They'll cover, and give me the over. Nope. Give me the under. Give me the under.
3 unders.
Buccaneers and under.
What you got, J-Dub? Type it in.
Cardinals versus Packers. Packers 5.5-point favorites. Over under 47.5. The gentleman, Jack Carr. Take it away.
Green Bay is moving a little bit. They got it going on. Jordan Love's back. But I don't know, man. Just seems like this is going to be one of those ones where Arizona's going to play out of their ass, and Kyler Murray's going to be running all over the field, throwing all over the field. I'm going Arizona in this.
Okay.
Arizona in the over. Yeah, got to go off page sometime.
Lady C said it's going to be a close one, but the Bucs will take it. Hate to say it. Matty Ice said, is Hill playing?
I'll get that update on that because I know he was out last week.
Jack Wagner said, I like the Bucs and Green Bay wins.
Okay. God, that's the only bad thing about when they do games from London on NFL Network is I can't see the best pregame show in the world. Instead, I got to watch like the 35 guys on Fox.
Because the best pregame show don't start till noon.
All 45 guys on Fox.
Man, you be tripping about that. They're just keeping you well informed with many experts of the field.
Sure, whatever you say, Jack. Inactives for Washington today. Brian Robinson Jr., Emmanuel Forbes, Jeff Driscoll, Tyler Owens, Dominique Hampton, Jamin Davis, and Chris Paul.
Forbes and Davis are healthy scratches.
What are we doing here?
Well, more than likely, one of your tackles isn't good, so you probably pulled up an extra tackle because you're probably going to play more 4-3. That way Jordan McGee can play and be on the field.
That's a Cardinals Packers right here.
I'm just giving you an update on inactives. Calm down.
You can update when we come to that game, son.
Oh, Jesus. This is what we're going to do, man. We're going to do this as a whole show.
Today, jump into Wagner's news. You jump into Washington news, and we're not done with the Cardinals and the Packers.
I'll be your Huckleberry.
Do it. What you got?
So, Cardinals, Packers. It's all about love. I mean, love is the answer. Love is the key. So I'm going to take the Packers to win, but I think the Cardinals keep it under that 5.5. And we will go over the 47.5. And at the end of the game, all the Packers fans will be singing their version of Donny Hathaway's Love, Love, Love.
What's love got to do with it?
A whole lot.
I'm gonna go with the Packers in this one. They'll cover. Give me the under. I don't see the Cardinals scoring very many points. I think this is gonna be over by middle of the third quarter. So
I think this is gonna be a very entertaining ball game. Hopefully it's in the 4 o'clock window.
He said the Cardinals are playing good. The rookie receiver is balling.
Balling.
Next up,
we got left.
Jets versus Bills. Bills 2.5-point favorites. Over under is 40.5. Gentleman Jack, take it away.
Jets got so much shit going on in their organization, man. And like I said, Aaron Rodgers, he's being puppet master, I believe. I don't see them beating this Buffalo squad today. I take Buffalo and the spread 40-45. Buffalo in the over. Buff in the over. That's what I like. What you got, Midnight Rider?
Let's see. Buffalo Jets. I think you're absolutely right on the whole commentary of Aaron Rodgers and Puppet Master. And if he didn't make the call, like I said, his agent made the call to make sure that they get what they're going on. Hey, Cardell, when we get to the segment, you got to throw in what you're cooking today because I saw the menu. Back to our regular scheduled program. I'll take the Bills. I'll take the 2.5. And I'm going to say that this is going to be right at the under. So I'm going to say under.
Bills under?
Bills under.
Cardell says too much drama right now. Bills win. Drama and distractions. I agree with that.
Here we go.
Jack Wagner said I got the Bills. Josh has to have a big day. And a little LOL from Cardell. I got to go with the Bills this one because Cardell said it. Drama and distractions. You got a coach that was escorted out of the building because a guy that has a reputation of not being able to properly do his job was being demoted. And right after he made that decision to demote him, a few minutes later, he's being called into the owner's office and being fired. Now, Nathaniel Hackett is your coordinator. Is your head coach. And he actually...
No.
Mm-mm.
It's Jeff Ulbrich.
Oh, Hackett was OC.
Yeah.
Was.
Ulbrich is the head coach. They demoted him and went with the guy Montgomery. So all they did was change the shit into poop. So that's who's running their offense this week.
Mm.
So he still got demoted. Saleh got fired. He still got, and I think it's deeper than just the whole demotion thing. I think I said this offline, and I'll say it here. I think it's more of a personal thing. And they said over in London last week, Robert Saleh wore a Lebanon flag on his jacket. Not the first time he's done it. And some people say that rubbed Woody Johnson the wrong way. Because, of who he is and who he supports and, everything that's going on over there. And if that's the case, okay, I don't agree with it. Your team, how you run it. But to fire that man that way, to have security escort him out the building, bro, that's devilish.
Yeah.
It really is. That is devilish. And you don't even give him a chance to say anything to the team before he leaves. Yeah.
They had him escorted out of that building like he just committed espionage or something, man. It's unreal how they, I don't know, man.
Some companies, they just do that, man.
Makes no sense.
Some companies, that's their protocol.
Cordell says, when your quarterback run the team, recipe for disaster is like Daniel Snyder in reverse. And that's how I feel. Because if you remember back under Snyder, players would bypass the coaching staff and go straight to Snyder. Clinton Portis was one of them. If he had a problem, he went straight to Snyder. Snyder handled it. We were always taught chain of command. You had to go. You couldn't talk to the big dog until you went to everybody else underneath. Once you went up the chain of command, then you got to the big dog. But you had to be passed off in order for that to happen. Being able to run to the owner and say, look, I don't like this. I don't like that. That's not, hey, did you talk to your quarterback's coach? Did you talk to the OC? Did you talk to the HC? Did you talk to the GM? You got people to go through. We talk about the Blue Magic Guarantee. I'm going to give you something else. Don't nobody talk to me. You want to talk to me? Talk to Huey. And not on the phone. You understand? That's how it is. That's how it has to be.
Yeah, but Huey's the one that messed the whole money up.
Well, yeah, he had the doogie in the back, so
he had the idiot driver. I'm sorry, we're going way too far. His driver, oh my God.
Yeah, he's always coked about his brain.
That's why he should have fired him then. But that's a whole nother
story. I
story.
don't give a fuck. Cordell says, stay in your lane. This could be a very ugly game, says Matty Ice.
I totally agree.
Brees needs to step. Jets need their running game to get going.
Actually, I'm gonna jump in real quick.
Okay.
I think Braylon Allen is going to start getting more and more carries in this offense because as much as I love Brees Hall, it's something off with him, and maybe it's the play calling. Because when you got idiots calling plays and don't know what they're doing, that could be the problem. But he's been held under probably 50 yards the last couple of weeks, and Allen has flashed the times he's been on the field. And don't nobody want to tackle that fast 240-pound rookie. So it's gonna be interesting.
And Jack says Reese needs to step up. Cordell says chain of command facts. It's got to be something. Now,
yeah.
Getting to this one. This right here. I've been waiting for this because I was like, yo, I got to put this one right. This next game is our final game. Got to do it right. It didn't change. It didn't change. Come on. There you go.
Come on, producer.
Commanders versus Ravens. So I got to go both ways.
What?
So
if an eagle ever sees a bird flying at the same altitude that he's flying at, it must be another eagle. It must be another eagle. Because pigeons don't fly at the altitudes of eagles. And if you find yourself flying with pigeons, you may be flying too low. So you show me your crowd, I'll show you your future.
You got the Ravens hosting the
whole crowd screaming out, those haters can't stand us. Left hand up. Who are we? The Commanders. We fight for RDC. Who are we? The Commanders.
You got the Mo's versus the Yo's. Go-Go
DJ
versus
Woody.
House Music. And shout out to DJ Woody. He rocked it last week at Legends Plaza.
He's been in Baltimore all morning.
I was wondering, was he up there? So
Yeah.
He dropped a video saying that he was at some place for breakfast. And he was playing there and then going or whatever to the game. So yeah.
He's got a big tailgate scheduled up there. He dropped the address. I can't remember it offhand, but it's a little late.
If you just get into the tailgate now, then you too late.
Right.
You're doing this wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You should have been at tailgate 10:30 this morning.
You should have been at the tailgate at 10:30, and then at 11, you should have been sitting here on your phone watching these three guys do this show. You know what I'm saying?
But no, I think that a lot of Washington fans going to be in Baltimore today.
I know Tailgate Ted is up there and his crew. So that's about
tailgating's probably off the chain. They probably already hit the over on lockups this morning. Sure, they're gonna have that jail full by the end of the day, by 5 p.m. Baltimore City lockup gonna be full because they're gonna be rumbling, man. I'm telling you.
I don't even think that's gonna happen. I think because
yes, it is.
This is why I don't think it's gonna happen, because it's one of those things where this is a rivalry of proximity. It's not a rivalry of who's better. It's a proximity thing. So we've never, when the Ravens are here, we're here. When we're here, the Ravens are here. It's like we've never all been on the same level at the same time. You know,
y'all just probably haven't seen the same stuff I've seen, man. I tell you, y'all make it sound like it's kumbaya, man. Them Raven fans are something else, man. I've seen them pissing all over the wall at Redskins Stadium, man. I see them getting ready to jump me at a goddamn urinal because I said it's a tight game. Them Baltimore fans is something, dude. And like I say, I might catch some hate for this, but I don't care. I call it like I see it. Them Baltimoreans is off the chain. They're just out of control, man. It's going to be lockups today, man. I'm telling you, they're going to be fighting. It's not because of the rivalry. It's because them damn Baltimore fans are going to be so nasty. They're going to be nasty today.
All right, who you picking in this one?
Baltimore at home things got me a little bit, but about time for some turmoil in Baltimore. And if Baltimore go to 3-3, they're gonna be calling for Harbaugh's job and shit. So let's go Washington in the over. I think it's gonna be a shootout. Pew, 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 pew. It's gonna be a shootout. They both gonna score over 25 points, I think. And that would be a letdown for Washington's defense, who showed up last week and did so well. So let's hope I'm wrong on that, and Washington's defense locked them down. But I think it's Baltimore. I think it's Washington and the over. Yes, sir, Midnight Rider.
I don't know if you can see it with the background, but my pick is I'm letting it be known. This is on my side. This is my left hand.
Left hand up.
So I'm going to say that I'm taking the Commanders to win. I think Jaden Daniels throws his first touchdown. The guy that most deserves it, Luke McCaffrey. Luke McCaffrey gets his TD today. Luke, I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you, I love this kid.
I know you do.
Because he blocks. He does. If you saw last week's game, the touchdown that B-Rob gets to the left going out, he is holding the block for like 5 seconds. And if you even see it again, the run by Eckler, the two guys that were right behind him when Eckler fumbled, one was OZ, the second guy was Luke. So if OZ didn't recover that fumble, Luke would have recovered it. It's just something about his effort and what he does in the game that I'm big on. And I just think he needs – it's just one of those things where it's an opportunity thing.
It's the McCaffrey genes, man, like I said earlier.
Oh, and but it's he's right there. It's like, dog, I know you be laughing when you watch the games because you always hear me talk about him. And you like anything he does, you're like, that damn Midnight Rider. But I'm telling you, he's there. It's going to happen.
He's talking. I forgot to bring up what?
I don't know. Like, it's something about today, KG. Like, I think yesterday is already gone. And
right now, it's all we got. You know what I'm talking about? The greatest opportunity in the world is found in today. You understand that? We don't even know what yesterday got for us. You know what I'm talking about? Because it's already gone. Tomorrow, too far away. What about right now? What about right now? Huh? Would you give it all up for me right now? I got you. Let's go then.
And I'm going to end this, and the only way I can end my statement about the Commanders winning and hitting the over is I'm going to give you something special. I'm going to give you 2 claps and a Ric Flair. Woo! Let's go, baby.
I tell you, I forgot to put this into my discussion of this. I think Eckler going to get you 60 to 75 rushing yards today, too. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes over the 100 mark. I'd like to see them. I know the other boy is ahead of him. Eckler's pretty much a third down back, but I'd like to see Eckler in that backfield, first, second, third down, and taking some handoffs.
I think you're going to see a nice mix of 12 carries with Eckler, 12 with Nichols, and I think even Chris Rodriguez gets about 6.
I'd like to see Eck get more.
Let's hit these comments.
Well, hold on. I got you. Hold on.
I know you got to go first, but I'm just saying, let's make sure we hit the comments.
We'll get the comments. I'm going to put it out there. I don't see – the Ravens are just so good, man. I don't see how Washington matches up.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
They're so good. I don't understand. I don't know how it's going to happen, but I'm going to have to take the Ravens in this one. They won't cover and give me the under.
Midnight Rider. I already had his name written next to the Ravens. I knew who he was picking. He's
couple
doing
of comments.
That juju shit, man.
Hey, it's a method to the madness, baby. Let's do it. Matty Ice said, I think this is the game where we find out where the Commanders really are at. I agree with that.
I disagree with that. I think the Commanders are where they're going to be, and this game doesn't do anything but just be a ball game.
I'd like them to treat it like that, but
I think this is really what it is. It's the first time that Washington has really been a viable candidate to be a respectable ball club in a
long time.
Yes, sir.
And it feels good, but
it's not like a 6-game like stretch where you go down the stretch and you win 6 games. This is legitimacy where you are in the talk, in the conversation. You know what I'm saying? You have to be accounted for when it comes to contenders in this league.
Could have been a contender.
It's coming. It's coming. 6-8 weeks. It's coming.
Jack Wagner said Ravens at home with the under. Our city against your city.
Yes, sir.
If the D show up, we win. I agree with that. It's not going to be a blowout. Anybody think we can grab Adams? I don't want him here.
Exactly.
I don't want him here. Number one, he's a talent. Great guy. But he does not want to be in the city. He had some strong things to say about the city, about not having no culture and the franchise being miserable and the fan base being miserable. Don't come here then. You're good. But now to change your mind, I mean, we can go hang out. We can go hang out down U Street.
I don't want him because I think I'm gonna go back to my key words, and probably somewhere in America there's some kid in like India playing a drinking game about the Midnight Rider when he talks about identity, and he doesn't fit our identity. So I don't want him here because we play ball in a different way, as my man Joe Witt said. We arrive violently. You know what I'm saying? Anytime, any place, anywhere. And we're starting to see this foundation of this anytime, any place, and anywhere come to fruition. Because I don't know if you see our special teams collects bodies. We hit people. We smack people in the mouth. Our defense, our little secondary, my man Mikey Samerstill, he hits people. Now I hope he doesn't go too hard today and try to go high with Derrick Henry, but the way that kid plays, I think he would take a shot. I think he would go shoot his shot on Derrick Henry and just bounce off of him. I like the way this defense is playing. I like the aggressiveness. I like our level, and I agree with I think it was Cardell talking about if they show up, and I think our defense is going to show up. I think our kid Jordan McGee, the kid they drafted from Temple, plays today. Because I think we're going to be in a lot of 4-3 base to try to match up with Baltimore. I don't think we play as much nickel as we normally do.
We need good linebacker play.
Louvu for president.
Louvu's got to step up again. You know, he's got to stay at that level, man. We need good linebacker play today because once Henry reaches his secondary, man, he's just throwing them boys aside. So we need good linebacker play to stop Henry.
Go ahead and finish out the comments. Yeah.
Keith say, let's go. Hail to the Commanders. Damn right. Matty I said this time, KG, you may be right. I don't know, Matty. I mean, I don't know. I mean, in my Lefty Giselle voice, but I mean, you gotta believe, man.
You gotta go for it. Man, in life, you gotta go for it, go through it. No matter what you go through to get through it, you gotta get to it.
Come on, man, don't be like that. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, because when you drop, you gotta believe. There's only one song you should be playing, and that's the Joe Hendry music.
Time for the percolator.
Hey, we should be playing.
Time for the percolator. It's time for the percolator. It's time for the percolator.
I keep that one loaded up for Dom.
You gonna drop some "Watch Out for the Big Girl"?
No, I keep that one loaded up for Dom, but that's to get him going when he on a rant. Cardell says, respect the fact JD sprays the love around the field. I love that. Jack's his battle of the Beltway.
We done discussed that, Jack. Is battle of the Parkway. You know the Parkway. You from around here.
First, I heard about those comments. Yeah, he made those. It was like on some show. I think it might have been the Chip Challenge show or something like that, but it was on something.
It was one of the podcasts. Yeah.
Yeah, and Jack says Washington needs Eckler to have a big game. Yeah, he does. I think this is gonna be the game where he breaks a kickoff. If he returns the kickoff, he's gonna break a kickoff.
Let me ask Midnight Rider a question, and I've discussed it with KG a little bit pre-show. Have you heard anything about the trade rumor mill? Possibility of Washington being interested in a pretty big trade for edge rusher that's out there?
I haven't.
Talking about?
You talking about the kid Hassan
Reddick. I've heard some stuff from some of my sources that Washington's talking with him, but Reddick wants the extension earned out before the trade. So
right, because
Washington's got room for it. They got 121 mil in 25, so that'd be a great pickup, and that would solid up the defense more.
I think if you add him, I think they release Shaman Davis. But I think the person that we aren't giving enough credit to right now is Dorrance Armstrong. Dorrance Armstrong used to be, I think he was the number one player in this class. I think for some reason he went to Kansas, which I still don't understand. Maybe the bag at Kansas was good at the time. He actually played well week 1. I thought he got held a couple times. I think he played well week 2, but then the last couple of weeks he's been shining. So
he's got a few sacks too.
Yeah, he's got 3.5 sacks, I think.
Yeah. Yep, I think something like that. Yeah, he had one last game.
Yeah, so
did our man, Mr. Allen.
Like, this is where I was talking to you guys week 1, trying to talk you off the cliff of, like, this team is going to be there. You know, and you was doing the powdered sugar thing.
I wasn't on the cliff, man. I just want to see shit happen before I start sprinkling powdered sugar everywhere, man. I wasn't on no cliff, bro. I was right there in the middle of the bandwagon. I'm on it, never left it. But I ain't sprinkling powdered sugar till it's time.
Understood.
I've been burned before.
No, but this is different because I understand there's a difference because you have a quarterback that is good.
It's coming.
You're not putting stuff together with a Taylor Heineke, who can't. I'm not gonna do this. I'm gonna be nice. So you can't. You're not doing this with a Taylor Heineke. You're not doing this with an Alex Smith. You're doing it with a legit quarterback in this league. And no matter what today's outcome is, you still got a legit quarterback. You're 4-1. If you're 4-2, okay. You get right next week against the Panthers. You know, then you figure out which, because the Bears game now looks like a whole different ball game than it did a couple weeks ago. Because the Bears look legit. They spanking the Jacksonville Jaguars right now, 35-16.
Quarterback in this league. Not yet. You can't. You're jumping the gun, man. You got it.
What are you talking about? I'm jumping the gun.
Just because it's 5 games, he's legit.
The kid was legit. Period. He's your best option you've ever had at quarterback.
I'm not saying that part. I'm just all about the legit. Let's let him be legit first before you call him legit. You're not legit after 5 games.
He is legit.
Okay.
You scored more points. Come on, Jack. You scored more points than you scored in the first 5 weeks of any other season with any other quarterback.
He's doing great.
He legitimately gives you a chance to win every ball game you're in.
Okay. Let's let him play some ball.
The only thing that's going to stop him is an injury. I'll let you have your PTSD. I'll let you have your Dan Snyder syndrome. But I'm telling you right now, this kid gives you the best chance of.
Yes, he does give you the best chance. I'm not denying that.
The last 30 years.
Just saying. Let's not give me a couple more weeks.
I'm not getting him a suit for Canton. I'm not getting the bus ready. But what I'm telling you is he gives you legitimacy when it comes to down in, down out type of football. Now you went quiet on me. Okay.
Nah, you throwing all this golden arm shit on somebody after 5 games, man. Anything can happen.
Okay. Go ahead, KG.
Like I said, we thought, man, I don't want to keep going back to 2012, but we've been here. Let's just see how it pans out, man.
It's a different mindset from 2012. 2012, the water was poisoned. The water was poisoned in 2012. You know why the water was poisoned? Because the kid.
But we thought it was gold, though.
Hold on. Hear me out. The kid with the golden arm had his daddy in his ear, had the owner in his ear, and they was trying to go and circumvent the head coach. It's a totally different thing.
The head coach didn't want him.
Right. Two different subjects.
Like I say, man.
Man, let me tell you right now. Culture matters. Setup matters. And the one thing that's different about this ball club is, I don't know how many interviews you listen to during the week, but there's a tone. The tone is set. The culture is set. I keep saying identity till I'm blue in the face. Make the standard in terms of Mike Tomlin. And the standard is the standard. These coaches say the same thing every week. If you listen to their speeches, you listen to them in their media sessions. They're not high, they're not low, they're right there in the middle because we always got to get better. There's a difference. You don't have a GM sitting in the background trying to steal responsibility for how good a ball club is. We all remember when it was like, oh, we believe in McCloughan, and the reason this thing got turned sideways is because Bruce Allen got upset that McCloughan was getting the credit. We don't have that right now. We are in a professional organization. We got an organization where the top talk, the message trickles down. The message is the message. And you're going to believe, Jack.
Okay. I just don't like some of these interviews I'm seeing asking Jaden Daniels, are you hearing the chants MVP, blah, blah, blah. Is he going to be rookie of the year and MVP? First of all, we 5 games in. Why the hell are we even talking about MVP? So don't ask me about interviews, man. I hear all that. It's good to hear his name in the talk.
I love what you're saying, but you also got to hear his response. I ain't done nothing yet. It's the humility that's the key.
Oh yeah, you're not cool with him doing that.
He's not worrying about if his brand is out there. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference. There's a true defined difference in the way he's handling this, and he's allowing this to be what it is.
And I agree with that. So far, yes, you're right. Jaden Daniels is handling all this hype like a professional. But damn, you hear it so much, man.
Hey, man, don't be scared of success. Don't run away from it. Run to it.
I'm not, Hoss. I'm just
don't be afraid of the way you feel.
Proceeding with caution.
Don't be afraid of the way you feel, Jack. It's okay to be a fan again. As the Reverend says, love somebody, march with me. Yeah.
On the Sunday rise.
Cardell said Dames is way ahead of anyone's expectations. Jack says, I told you this guy was going to be great. Definitely going to win Rookie of the Year. Cardell also said those interviews and hype is a mixture of marketing, facts, and predictions. Kind of got filtered through it and enjoy the ride. Here's my thing. I'm just not going to stand up and be like, yes, we got us one. We may have us one, but I don't want to jump up and crown him just yet. For the simple fact that if I crown him too early, I'm not saying he's going to get big-headed. I can't do it. And that's because of past transgressions. We're not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. That's like what I was saying about the whole, you win a couple of games in a row. Oh, we going to the Super Bowl. That's the biggest jinx. And people have been doing it for 30 some odd years. We signed somebody in free agency. Oh man, we don't won more Super Bowls than any other team on paper. I don't want to keep winning Super Bowls on paper.
Guys. Go KG. Go back to the clip. Go back to the pigeons. All right. You guys right now are trying to fly with pigeons. We ain't pigeons no more. All right. We got Jaden Daniels. We got a good GM. We got a good head coach.
I hope he's not jinxing us with all this.
We should be flying with the Eagles, baby.
Okay.
We got to soar. All right.
Better not get our ass beat by the Ravens today.
It don't matter if you do. It's one game.
Could be the start of a slide.
Oh my God. Believe. March with me.
Not yet, bro. Not yet.
Man, y'all just, I don't care. I'm there.
Cardell said he does have
if nobody else, hold on. If nobody else wants to go there, I'm there.
I know you are.
It's Sunday morning. So I'm going to tell you right now. I'm ready to go up to yonder and be with my Lord. I'm going because we going to be there with the teams that are competing for championships. That's what we have. That's what we doing. And if y'all ain't ready to go, it's okay. Next week we'll have Commanders benediction, and you can turn your life over to the Commanders next week at 12:28. You too can be one, because all it says is you got to believe. All it says is you got to acknowledge him. All right.
I got to bookmark this episode right here.
Oh,
just in case.
I'm just letting you know. I'm here. I'm on it. I want to be one in that number when the Commanders go marching in.
Pamela Carr said 1 game, but no loss to the Dirty Birds.
Hey, sis.
All right. What you eating today? Because we got to get out of here.
I'm doing some pork chops today. I got them thawing out right now in a little bag. I'll probably cook them both, season them up real good with some onions and peppers, Jack.
You know what I'm eating, right?
What you eating? Chicken palm?
My wife hooking me up that fresh joint.
Matty, he'd say, not so fast, Midnight Rider. Not so fast, my friend.
I've been trying to do that, Matt. I've been trying to do that, Matty.
Hey, man, I'm telling y'all right now. I got a guy every Monday when I go to work. He looks at me and he's like, am I supposed to feel? I don't know what to do. I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, we won again. I'm not used to this feeling. I'm like, dog, you gotta enjoy the ride, baby. And that's all I'm asking y'all to do. Just enjoy the ride, man. If the wheels fall off, the wheels fall off.
You all excited like you got extra berries in your crunch berries, man.
Hey, you got to believe.
Believe. I believe I can fly.
As far as me, I don't know what I'm eating today. Don't know.
So I know Cardell's been in the comments. He probably hasn't typed this in yet. So I'll give you his menu. His menu is chili, cornbread, and he's making some wings. It looks like Maddie's going BLT and beer cheese soup.
Whoa.
I don't know if anybody else got anything.
I wouldn't mind a good grilled cheese, but you know what? How cold is it outside? It's like in the 70s, so it's cold in the house, but it ain't cold enough outside. I'm waiting for that temp to drop to like the mid 50s, so I can do me some stewed tomatoes and honey butter biscuits. That's what I really want. Cardell says sweet chili barbecue wings, pulled New York chicken, and chili and cornbread, good and bourbon and a cigar.
Nice, Cordell. Nice, Cordell.
Hold on, what kind of bourbon you got, cuz?
Jack said going to be eating on some stuffed peppers, add Old Bay. I put that stuff on everything.
So I like them stuffed peppers.
All right, fellas, final thoughts because we got to get on up out of here.
I think today was a big day for the young rookie Caleb Williams out in London.
No doubt.
I think he's showing you why he was the number one pick. No matter how much I talked about him being a petulant child, I think he's starting to show like the reason he's won. And I think if you paid attention to our show, you saw us have him in our top 5 at the end of the year, to give him his respect, and even in the top 5 of the draft because we knew he was going to go 1. But I keep telling y'all, I think this class has a chance to be very dynamic and special, and they can challenge as one of the best QB classes of all time.
Bo Nix turning around, looking sharp over in Denver.
Hey, man, if I only knew somebody that said Bo Nix would be perfect in Denver, if I only knew him.
I was with you.
Say that again, KG?
On some show that happened. I don't remember what it was.
I don't need it, KG. Maybe it was a draft preview. Who knows? Anybody else?
I couldn't get DJ Moore in the game today. Jesus Christ.
Cardell says 1792 and Woodford Double Oak.
That Woodford shit's good. I don't drink it.
That 1792 is, oh man.
Yeah, I heard. That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Nah, I just drink it. Double Oak Kool-Aid, Double Oak iced tea.
All right. So
little of that aged Chiba.
We have come to the end of the show. Thank you for joining us. Enjoy the games. Kickoffs coming up. Go watch the greatest pregame show on Fox. Enjoy it. So
thank you everybody for the comments.
All 82 people.
And go Guards. You got it, Maddie.
Oh, here we go. Maddie, you missed that from earlier. Thank you, V. Miss V Williams, always with the positivity.
Thank you, everybody.
Maddie, we'll talk about that offline. I had to shoot you some messages. I don't know, man. Cardell, thank you for joining us. Thank you, everybody, for joining us, like Jack said. So until Tuesday, that's Gentleman Jack. That's the Midnight Rider. I'm the big guy, KG. We don't do no overtime, y'all. We are out of here.
Where's Ash?
She right here.
Go ahead. Get in the show first. You got in the show first.
There she go.
In the show.
We out of here. And Maddie, I'm sorry. Thank you, Jack. Thank you, Pamela. Thank you, everybody. We out of here.